It says I'm live. Hi, everybody. How are you? Hey, hi, it's Becky from Power Tools with Thread. Can you hear me? I just need to make sure my audio is okay. I was a little loud last time and don't want to have that same problem. I'm kind of working with it here. So let me know if you can hear me okay. I see everybody popping in. Thank you all so much for spending your Sunday afternoons with me. I am okay. Thank you, Tracy. I appreciate that. You're awesome. I am just back from Colorado Springs. I got to visit with my son and his family and took some great pictures while I was out there. And I really enjoyed the visit. So thank you all so much for your patience and allowing me to go on a little vacation. That was pretty cool. I'm going to hold up just a little bit here while more people join because we just started and I just want to make sure everybody has a chance to jump in. Don't forget to hashtag Power Tools in the chat if you are live. Valerie has highlighted Lori's entry. That is what it looks like on screen, and that is the correct way to do that. Hashtag Power Tools, not hashtag Power Tools with Thread. And yes, Susan says, happy that I got to have some much needed family time. And it was wonderful. It was great. I think I'm creating a little fabric snob with my granddaughter. Didn't mean to, totally didn't, but she had some fabric that from a fat quarter that she got at Walmart. And then I took her to Ruth's Stitchery and we got home with her fabric from Ruth's. And she said, Grammy, she said, this fabric from the store that we just left is so much softer. And I was like, oh, bless you, girl. You're going to be a quilter. And we had some nice time at the sewing machine. I did a blog post on it, powertoolswiththread.com. I did a blog post on it where I was showing her how to sew and I showed them how to put buttons on. And even Calvin, her older brother, he is 12. Callie will be 10 on Christmas. And so she's just 9 right now. She's counting down. She told me she was 10. I was like, are you sure? But it was a lot of fun. What does my shirt say? It says licensed to carry in all deadly in all calibers. And I've got a 60 millimeter rotary cutter, a 45 millimeter, and a 28 millimeter rotary cutter. This is a shop shirt from amysews.com. And she's up in Harmony, Pennsylvania. So I just thought I'd throw that on because, whoo, you guys, flying, all that, what a mess. You know, that's one of those things when you're going to be flying, you just need to just take something to read and accept the fact that you're going to be late. It just is the way it is. So, all right. So what are we going to win today? The giveaway today. If you saw my video the other week, I guess it was, where Doris Rice came in and she is the owner of X Blocks. Well, she gave me to give to you the X Blocks. This is for the 2.5-inch strip. We're going to have the X Blocks big ruler, the X Blocks little ruler, and the patterns that go with them. Here is Glory Days. I'm going to put this down where you guys can see it. So here is the Glory Days pattern. That's for this big ruler right here. And we have got the Fiberworkx pattern for the little ruler right here. That's awesome. So Doris is so sweet to think of you guys and offer up these rulers and patterns as a giveaway. So I want to thank her. And if you ever see these in your local quilt stores, you guys, please check them out. And if you don't have them in the quilts in your quilt store, ask your quilt store to stock them. That would be awesome as well. Okay, so I want to get into all the goodies I got while I was gone. I walked into Ruth's Stitchery and instantly saw this Christmas cheer kit. It comes with the pattern, and I've got links to all of this below, y'all. But this Christmas cheer, I just love it because It's in a green colorway. And I like that. They just have a picture of it. Hold on. Let me pull this out of the package for y'all. Let me put this down here where you can see it. Okay. I love this colorway. And because it's not the traditional red and green, it's blue and green and kind of, it's got some tans in it. I just love it. They had it kitted for me. So I went ahead and picked that up and got that. And then what's really neat about this, it looks like there's some paper piecing in here and there is some applique. So this is what the original colorway of the pattern looks like, this Christmas cheer. So you could certainly do it in pretty colors other than the green and blue if you wanted. But they also have got in this pattern, they've got it so that you can do applique if you don't want to do paper piecing. So that's really nice. It's got templates in it. Whoop, let me pop this out. So it's got templates in it for you to be able to make these up and do it. So you can do it with the paper piecing template or you can do it with applique. So I think that's just awesome. I won't be paper piecing this, but I do want to put it together. Okay, let's see here. Let me get this off to the side. I'm going to come in just a little bit. Let's see if we can. So behind me, this is I'm doing this quilt along. This is a block of the month from Fiberworkx Fabric Studio. They still have kits available for this. They've let me know that they have made more, and I've got a link to it below. This is called American Pie, and you get 2 blocks per month. So I did this one and this one and got these finished, and I just love this. Didn't that turn out beautiful? Absolutely love it. I have such a good time putting these together. And so I've got that working. So I've got 4 of I think there's 12 blocks. We're doing it for 6 months. And then here is the Summer is Sweet Skyscraper. This was on the event that I did the other day with my girlfriend's quilt shop. We had a lot of fun. And for those of you who watch me and know how I digitize embroidery, let me get down on this camera and show you guys. I digitized the flower and both flowers, and I digitized the lettering. So look how good that is on that lettering, if I do say so myself. So while Chris was still cutting out her letters because she did the trace method right and then cut them out with scissors, my embroidery machine was going to town and I stitched it all out. But I really enjoyed it. If you got the kit or the pattern, because you can just get the pattern and source your own fabrics, there is a printed error between piece 3 and 4 on the watermelon. They're kind of turned, but just the larger watermelon piece goes on the outside, and then you'll figure it out. It's not that big of a deal. But there's a little bit of a pattern correction that needs to be made on that. But we had a really good time doing it. It was a lot of fun. There were a lot of people watching. And if you were there, give me a shout out if you were there. You guys say, let me know if you saw the event or if you're registered for it and you are going to watch it. So that was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. And I got it done in, I did it in a day. All told, it took me about a day to get everything all done because, you know, we had to piece the friendship stars down here and get those done and everything too. Okay, so also while I was at Ruth's Stitchery, I picked up 2 more Art to Heart books. Y'all, I'm addicted to these. Is anybody else addicted to these? I love these things. This is Frost Hill on Wander Lane. Let me take it out of the package. You think I know better by now, y'all. Goodness. Let me put back on me so you don't have to see me stand around. You were there, Linda. Thank you. That's awesome. Okay. So this is, I love these because they're just all applique. And you guys know I love applique quilts. Isn't that precious? Those are so cute. Oh my gosh. So I got that one And then I also picked up, this is Midnight Manor. So they have a couple of Halloween ones. And I picked up Midnight Manor as well. My Art to Heart collection now, I probably have about 7 or 8 of these books. But I think they're super cute. This is just adorable. It's got little placemats, you know, and it always has like a pot holder in it. Each one of them will have a pot holder, and those are just fun to have around the kitchen for the seasons. And then we've got pumpkins, you know, and if you don't want to make a bat or something and you want to keep it more fall related, you could absolutely switch out the pieces so that they all fit. Okay. Woo, y'all, it's hot in here. I turned the AC down, got the fan blowing and everything, and it's like warm. Hey, I've got July's Sew Sampler box. Let me show you what's in here. Wanted to show this to you guys. I know it's been out for a while, but I'm always behind this. I'm always afraid that I am going to show something I'm not supposed to before I'm supposed to. So I don't mind being a little bit late. These are great if you're a beginner quilter. These are from the Fat Quarter Shop, and they have so many cute, cool things in them. This one is called Summer Soiree, and on the back of the card, there is a 20% off June Taylor products. So if you need one of those quilters cut and press that I use for lap work when I'm doing embroidery, you could use that on there. And 15% off of Summer Memories book, pattern book. So we've got codes on here that you can use. And it came with all kinds of cool stuff. I got to read the paper to make sure I get it all right. There is a Jolly Bar. This is Berry Basket by April Rosenthal, I believe it is. So we have a Jolly Bar that came in there. A Jolly Bar is half of a layer cake. That's a Moda design, and it's half of a layer cake. So it's 5 by 10 inch strips. We have got Mint Magna Fingers Pickup Release. So this is really cool. You can pick up pins with it, and then when you pop it open, all the pins drop. So that's really awesome. So you got a little thing to pick up your pins with. And we've got a pattern, Berry Basket Collection pattern for the Jolly Bar that you can, look at that. Isn't that cool? It's beautiful. Okay, and then we've got also, you can do with this, we have a June Taylor Strippy Zipper Pouch Kit. Isn't that cute? That's adorable. It finishes at 8 by 3 by 3. I like it. It's nice and boxy with the and everything, and it's got the zipper in it as well. So a nice little thing for you to do. We have got the Flag Day tumbler template for you to be able to make a flag quilt. So it's clear in there. Okay, it's got your 1/4 inch seam allowance marked on it. And then you're going to get a fruit punch pattern. So this finishes at 36.5 square. It's a nice little table topper. And you can use your template to make that. How cool. That's very nice. And if you are subscribed, you will always get their, this is a block of the month that they're doing. Lily, this is the Lily of the Valley in their Pressed Flowers quilt along. Very nice. That's a good box. How cool. Does anybody here get that? I love this. I used to get these. I've been getting them for years, but this is how I started collecting good quality quilting products. Again, it's from the Fat Quarter Shop, and it is a Sew Sampler box, and it's a monthly subscription. You made your little bag already, Colleen. Awesome. Was it easy? I hope it was easy. I like easy, right? Okay, so also I've got a video to put out for Ruth's Stitchery. I did take my video camera around. My son was my cameraman, and that was his first time on camera. And so everything is in wide format, and there's things I want you to see. So it's taking a little bit more time to edit that video so I can zoom in on what I want you guys to see. So, okay. I picked up some fabric while I was there, of course, in addition to that Christmas kit. They are having their shop hop, and it's stores in, I think, Pueblo, Colorado Springs, Denver, all around. And it's Old Town. It's called Old Town, Colorado, I think. But they had this fabric printed up, and it's got like, we have Pikes Peak Saloon, there's a church, there's a mercantile. So each store chose a block, and they had some fabric made up for it. And this is the border print. And the reason I wanted to get this was everybody in the store was wearing a shop apron, one of those half ones that have the ties in the back. And they had the border print on their shop apron. And I thought, how cool. What a great idea for a border print. And I don't have the pattern here with me. I did not plan for that, but it's a Villa Rosa Designs apron pattern. It's the only one they have that's a half apron. So they've got the shops on the front of it, and then you could flip it over, and they put like pumpkins on the back for fall. So it's a reversible apron. How cool. I thought that was really neat. So I've got a little bit of that fabric. Let me, y'all, I've got these new cameras now. I'm getting this to work. Okay. So let me put this down where you guys can see. Isn't that cute? Moonshine Bathhouse, 25 cents. Wash, dry, fold. Very neat. It has a little schoolhouse right here. So I just love that. I thought that was awesome. They've got all these old-timey buildings for old Colorado. But now, if you've got a border print and you're not sure what to do with it, how about a little half apron, or just if you've got a whole apron, you can put pockets on the front with border print. Very cool. I also grabbed a charm pack of, this is my favorite things. This is a new line by Sherry and Chelsea. Favorite things. This is just adorable. It's a Christmas line. So, but it's got some floral and some dots and some little dinky flowers. I wanted to make a table topper for Christmas, and I got the red in it. That's going to be the background color. And then I got this as the binding. So I thought that would be really, really cute. This is Favorite Things by Sherry and Chelsea of A Quilting Life. If you like to listen to podcasts, they have a podcast, Sherry and Chelsea. It's called A Quilting Life Podcast. And they put it out, I think, like every other week or something like that. It's a whole family affair. Her daughter's a pattern designer as well. Oh, there we go. Sorry, guys. Her daughter's a pattern designer or a fabric designer as well. And their son does the camera and all the tech in that. So pretty neat, pretty neat. I'm getting used to these cameras going back and forth, you guys. So while we were there, my granddaughter, she went with me. My son ran next door over to Woodcraft, and my granddaughter was with me, and she wandered around the store. She just immersed herself in the fabric. It was great. And then she came across these patterns by Funky Friends Factory. They had some samples. And of course, she eats, lives, and breathes dogs. Everything. She's got dogs all over her room. Dogs, dogs, dogs. So, oh, I see. Okay. Cheryl Hernandez, can you put that on the screen there, Valerie? So, just wanted to let you know that Gloria Horn's Sewing Studio has digitized several of the Art to Heart books with permission from the author. Well, that's great, Cheryl. Thank you. That's awesome. Good to know. Oh, while I'm thinking of it, everybody say hi to Valerie. She's here. Valerie, can we pop you in? Let me do that. Pop you into the stream. And there she is. Hi, Valerie.
She's doing a great job today.
Okay, let's do this. There we go. So for the dog, she chose these red, the dots on red for the body And the ears will be blue with the white ticking stripe. It looks like ticking is what it looks like. It's very cute. So that's what she wanted for the dog. I don't know. We'll see. And then she wanted the Winsome the wolf. And he is super cute. And she chose this fabric for the body. They had something very much like the sample. And she wanted this aqua color for the face. And they were really nice there. They helped me pick the eyes and everything that I need for to be able to make all of this. So they hooked me up. It was awesome. So I guess I'm making a couple of animals now. Isn't that how it goes? Oh, that was fun, though. It was really neat to do that. And I did get some fabric from So Yeah Quilting. I was on one of their lives the other night, and just I should know better than to go on to their lives. I picked up this. I'm going to use this as a backing. This red patriotic. I just think it's going to be perfect for anything I need for red, white, and blue for a backing. And I also got these kiwis. How about that? That's crazy, isn't it? That is going to be, I have a pattern down here. I'm just going to make this pattern. It's just a simple, like a tank dress, like a house dress. That's all it is. And I just wanted something to put on when I come out of the pool. And this is the recommended fabric for it is challis, so that doesn't have stretch. So this is perfect for that. But I don't know. I wanted something that kind of fun, right? And then I got two chicken wire fabrics. You never know when you're going to need chicken wire in the back of one of my chicken things that I tend to make quite a bit. Okay. All right, you guys. Don't forget hashtag power tools. Let's see. Shirley says she's in a little late. Oh, that's all right. We're here for you. And if you're watching after the fact, thank you so much for doing that. I appreciate it. You guys, this will be on YouTube and you can just stitch and sew and we can just visit for a little bit. All right. We've got the box came in yesterday for Amy Sew's Scan and Cut Create box. Scan and Cut Create box is a every other month subscription, and it is a class that you can do. Now you can get just the class without the box, or you can get the box and the class. So what they do is they just give you projects, and then they have a box opening on Facebook. If you're not on Facebook, that's okay. You're not going to miss anything. But they just go open the box on Facebook, but then they have the class, and you go to amysews.com in order to get and see the class, and they take you step by step to do the project that they're going to do. So this month is all about heat transfer vinyl. Let's get into it. We got a baby bunny lovey. I'll show you guys what that looks like. Got a little bunny lovey. I lost my little thing to tell me where I moved my little spot reserved for cute. There it is. I need this here so I know where to put things in front of you guys. It came with two, not one, but two onesies. We got a couple of onesies. And we got some templates for adult, youth, toddler, and infant. These are templates so that you can figure out where to place anything that needs to go on a shirt. How nice. That's very handy to have something like that. And then we got pieces of heat transfer vinyl. Okay. So if you go there and the class is sold out, they have a waiting list, y'all. People come and go all the time for various reasons. And then we're going to make on the onesie, it's going to say cute as a button on the onesie. And we're just going to go over all of that. And then the little notion that we got this time was it's a weeding tool that lights up. So look at that. Isn't that cool? Nice. a weeding tool that lights up. I don't have a battery in it, but anyway, so there's your little weeding tool to be able to get the inside of letters out. Very handy, very handy. If you've got a scan and cut, y'all, and it's sitting in the box, you haven't taken it out of the box, you're afraid of it or whatever, I highly recommend you check out, get one of these classes or stick around for a couple of months, get the classes or stick around for a long time, and you'll become very comfortable with it. You can ask questions while you're there. It's interactive. You will really enjoy that. So I've learned everything just about that I know from these classes. They're a lot of fun. All right, we got in some goodies from the Fat Quarter Shop. More goodies. They've got a new pattern out. If you are so interested, this is called Upbeat, and this is an awesome pattern. Let me take it out of the package because of the glare. This is an awesome pattern for a jelly roll. This is really, really cool. Okay, how neat. Isn't that pretty? Lovely. It finishes at, oh, you can make all different sizes. Small lap, large lap, twin, and queen. Very nice. That's beautiful. And the cross stitch chicken club is Edna this month. This is from Chicken Salad. That's that quilt I made. And another cross stitch pattern they have, it's a beach house. You are my sunshine. Isn't that cute? That's precious. This is part of the Stitch Quarterly. And then the stackables for July, every one of them has a bucket and something. That is also available. It has a watermelon, a popsicle, a picnic basket, and a little lemonade. And then, y'all, they have got a, we looked at this last time, seasonal stitchy stars. Say that 3 times fast. They're going to be doing a sew along with this, and I'm in talks with them to sew the blocks and do a video on it, or I might do it live or something like that. But I want to sew one of these, and I'd love to do it with you guys. So if you are interested, you can pick up the pattern, and then you can they might have kits, or you can source your own fabrics or whatever, but I'm working with them to see about doing this as a sew along on the channel. And then, have you guys seen these bags? They're called Mad for Plaid, and these are project bags. These things are awesome. I've had these for a while. They've got all different colors. So here's one that's kind of a like sherbet orange. We've got the lilac. Here is a tan. And this is it's so Emma, but I've got these. Here's another one right here. They've got them in all different sizes. I have all of my weird rulers. That's what I keep in this. And I just love these things. And if you're a cross stitcher, you can actually cross stitch on this. And it's really neat. They've got the holes in it and everything. And they show on the website how people have done cross stitching on their Mad for Plaid bags. So I think this is pretty cool. I love these things. They're really heavy duty. They've got metal zippers. The zippers all work perfect, and they don't fall apart. They're very well made. So I really, really like these things. I love them. I've got them all over down here with all kinds of rulers and whatnot in them. So, okay. And last but not least, Dime has come out with these things. They are called hoop setters. Now, for those of you that have got magnetic hoops from Dime, this particular one, this hoop setter, you look at it and you're like, what on earth is that? Let me, I'll let you take a look at them. So what they're for is to, if you have a multi-needle and a magnetic hoop on the multi-needle, let me get all this stuff out of the way. What it's designed to do is to, let me go a little bit wider on this so maybe you can see a little better. So when you're putting your top on your magnetic hoop on the multi-needle, it can kind of go everywhere, every which way, right? And so what these are for is you put them in the corner like this. Look at that. And they snug right up. And then you're going to know, because it's really hard to figure out where center is on this particular hoop if you're working with it. So this just will pop right in just like that. And it instantly is on it. And then these come off. And now your hoop top is exactly set on the base. This is awesome. I love this. It does not work with the hoops for the single arm with the single needle. The hoop on the single needle, I don't have it here. It's over at the other machine. The corners are a little wide and they don't fit on this. They might be coming out with that, but I loved this idea. I thought that this was brilliant because it is so hard to figure out where center is if you're using one of these with your multi-needle. So very, very handy. Yes, Star, absolutely, very handy. Those of you with the multi-needle and the hoop and you're trying to figure out center, that's the way to go with that for sure. So I had a lady she wrote me an email and she asked me, this is a very touchy subject with you guys, to pre-shrink or not to pre-shrink your SF101 on the back of fabrics that you're going to be embroidering on. And let me zoom in just a little bit. Let me come in a little bit more so you guys, I'm not cutting off the top. I don't want to cut off the top of my head. There we go. So, if you watch my videos when I do my tutorials, I don't pre-shrink the SF101 because I'm not going to wash it. SF101 is a Pellon product and it's a woven product and it is 100% cotton. So let me go to this smaller camera and see if we can get in close. You can see. It's woven, okay? You can definitely see the weave on it, all right? Now, I did a test today, and the way you're supposed to pre-shrink this stuff, if you're going to pre-shrink it, because it is 100% cotton, is you are supposed to get it wet with warm water, okay? Let it sit in warm water for about 5 or 10 minutes, and then wring it out. And I just blotted mine dry, pretty dry with a towel and let it dry. Now I want to show you. So this piece right here, I've got these two pieces. So let me make sure you can see. This, I cut these at 4.5 by 4, okay? I attempted to pre-shrink this one with steam in the iron. Okay, it did not pre-shrink at all with steam in the iron. I steamed it for 15 seconds. It did not pre-shrink, so that does not work, okay? You also run the risk of accidentally dropping your iron on it and gluing it to the bottom of your iron. This one, I did it their recommended way. I soaked it in warm water for a few minutes, and it is also cut at 4.5 by 4. And it did shrink when it air dried by 1/8 of an inch in one direction. So here's the deal on all of this. This product was designed for garments. It was designed to go into collars, cuffs, front shirt bands, anything that needed a little stability. Well, the embroidery world has gotten a hold of this and loves it because if you're going to be doing anything that's got a heavy satin fill on it, not necessarily blanket stitching for applique, that doesn't really matter. But when you're doing heavy satin fills on an embroidery design, if you don't have this on the back, it's going to go and you're going to get all kinds of puckers and you're going to be very upset about it. So the embroidery world has recently gotten onto the bandwagon, and Designs by Juju is doing this now. She's recommending that you put this on the back of your projects. You really only need to put it on the back of your projects if it's got a satin fill on it, according to Becky. Okay. So I'm doing a project for her right now coming up for the fall. And if, you know, even when they do a satin outline, a heavy satin outline like around a pumpkin or something like that, I would go ahead and put SF101 on the back. Y'all, it's dirt cheap. You can get it at Joann's by the bolt. And, you know, that's how I get mine. You can get it at Walmart. It's very easy to get this stuff. It doesn't shrink a whole lot. So you run the risk if you pre-shrink your SF101 and you don't pre-shrink your fabric, you're going to have a problem. So if you want to shrink, if your project's going to get washed, that's the key right there. If it's going to get washed, you should pre-wash your project fabric. You should pre-shrink. Do not put this in the washing machine. Don't put it in the dryer. It will lose the adhesive. Okay, you can go to the PellonProjects.com website and it tells you all about this. It's also on the little paper that goes around the bolt. It is in the instructions with the project. I mean, with the Pellon product. So that's my 2 cents worth. So when I made my Christmas tree skirt from Designs by Juju, or I just did the Advent calendar, I only put it on the back of the fabrics. You won't see me pre-shrink it. I just don't. I don't need to. I'm not going to wash a wall hanging. So that's me. That's my 2 cents. So that's how I feel about that. Okay. Yes. Kim says she does it with Kimberbell too. Yes. Kimberbell projects, they've got a lot of heavy satin stitching in them. And so you will definitely do well to make sure you have got a woven interfacing on the back of your, and the reason you want woven, so there is non-woven interfacing, and it feels kind of like, I don't know. It feels like the stabilizer, it feels like this stuff. No, it feels like no-show mesh is what it feels like. This allows this, you can get some bias stretch on this, okay? You don't, this stretches way too much. You need a woven interfacing that is going to prevent that fabric from doing this. So totally different, totally different. You guys got any questions on that? I get inundated about pre-shrink SF101, inundated about it. You know, it's just personal preference, I think, but I just don't, okay? Now, if I am sewing it into a garment, I do, because I pre-wash my fabrics as well. All right. Do I put it on everything or just the background fabric? Oh, that is a wonderful question. Very, very good. You only need to put it on your background fabric. If you're going to be doing an applique piece or something like that, you do not need it. You're having a hard time. Okay, see, what about a table runner? You have to wash those at some point. Absolutely. Yeah. So again, but think about this. So I pre-shrunk this piece. You can pre-wash your fabrics. Don't pre-wash this. But y'all, it only shrunk 1/8 of an inch in one direction. I don't know whether it was warp or weft. I can't help you with that. But it only shrunk 1/8 of an inch. I don't think it's going to be that big of a deal. That's just me. So you can if you want. Yeah. Use that instead of stabilizer. No. So when you're doing machine embroidery, you've got to have stabilizer in the hoop. This stuff is adhered to the back of your background fabric. This is what's going to prevent your background fabric from getting all wrinkled and bubbly on heavy satin fills and satin outline stitching, that kind of thing. So it is not in place of stabilizer. No, you still need to have stabilizer in the hoop. Yeah, absolutely. Okay. You love 101 and use it all the time. Never do you pre-shrink or pre-wash anything. Yeah, so that's me too. I just don't pre-shrink, pre-wash. The only time I don't even pre-wash is I will do a color set with bright red like this. I'll do a color set with this, or the bright blue for patriotic stuff, just in case it decides it wants to bleed. But I just put it in some cool water with some vinegar and soak it like an Easter egg. That's what I do. Okay, we have been yakking now for a bit. So I hope this was helpful. Anyway, all right, we are going to give away one more time. We're giving away from Doris Rice, the owner of X Blocks. She gave me the big, this is for 2.5-inch strips. We've got the big basics ruler. We've got the little basics ruler. And to go with the big one, we have got the Glory Days pattern. And to go with the little one, we have got the Fiberworkx pattern, which is for table runners. Okay. So I'm going to do that here in just a minute and give everybody a chance. Cheryl wants to know, do I use SF101 on other fabrics in the project that do not have embroidery to maintain the hand? I don't. I don't. Sometimes you just don't need it. I mean, you can if you want, but I just don't. I haven't. I don't notice that big of a difference, really. So, okay, my goodness. Let's see. You don't pre-shrink. You put it on a light. Okay. Yeah, you guys, that's a really good option for it too. Nancy says that she will put it on the back of light colored applique fabrics to make it more opaque, so that you can, if you've got a dark background fabric, that's another thing you can do with it too. That's really cool. You can put that and adhere it to the back of your applique fabric and then pre-cut it all at one go with the Brothers Scan and Cut. How about that? Absolutely, you can do that. Yeah. All right, you guys, I think we are about ready to do the giveaway. Valerie, can I get you to do that? Because I didn't pull it up on mine. Can you present and share screen? Let me pop you into the stream. Let me know when you are ready. And it's going to say what window, and you need to pick the one that says StreamYard giveaway. She's looking, you guys. It'll say browser window. Giveaway tool. Yeah, that's fine. You ready?
All right.
All right. There we go. Yay.
Let's
see who's going to get it.
Hey, Jude.
Hey, Jude.
Hey, Jude. That's awesome, dude. Please email me powertoolswiththread@outlook.com as quick as you can. I'll give you 3 or 4 days to get that to me so that I can get this out in the mail to you. I need to let you guys know, too, the lady who was selected to win the Halloween kit from Kimberbell did not collect it. Have not heard from her. So we're going to give that away next week. I will be coming to you on the live from inside my motorhome. I'm going to be down on the Gulf Coast, not in Port O'Connor. We're going somewhere else. I'll talk to you about that then. So you guys, this was awesome. I had so much fun. Thank you so much for joining me. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your evening. And if you want anything that I talked about on the featured items, they are below in the description box. Please give the video a thumbs up. Please subscribe to my channel. We will talk to you soon. You guys go sew something. Bye.